will also share with you that I personally believe that this was probably a very rare occurrence if in fact all of this happened, because you're the first one in a very long time that's come and told us this kind of story, or at least that I've heard. So, right or wrong, and regardless of what happened, we apologize. I think the most important thing at this point is making sure that your son has the opportunity to earn that diploma. I have no doubt in my mind he will. He will still be a graduate of his class, unfortunately, having to take another course if that's the case. But I'm sure Tony will look into it and then report back to us. So if this was just a one-time incident, we'll make sure that something else is done so that it doesn't happen again. But I will tell you that I think it's very rare, because I haven't heard a report like this in a very long time. Sure.
You are a reason why I'm advocating that our grades be online. We do have a system that's in place. This will curtail any of those things, because you will know where your child stands in every single class. You will see the requirements our district has and whether they've completed or not. So this is a perfect example why we can't wait, that we have the sense of urgency to get these things online for our parents. And if parents don't have access to the computers, the counseling center can print it out and share with you. There will be no questions to grades because they'll be posted. We are going to be working on policies to have clear expectations, having a clear grading policy that all the teachers abide by. So we won't hope that it'll happen again. We're going to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And working with parents to get online and to make sure everything's in place and not finding out that at the last minute, because there's no reason that should have happened. So thank you, and a sense of urgency, ladies and gentlemen, of getting all of this online.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to hear me out. I think that it's important, and like I said, I had a hard time deciding whether to come. I don't want to put the blame on anybody, but because I think that could have been avoided. Had I been told ahead of time, he was off by 2 points. 2 points could have been made up by just extra credit, and everything would have been fine. But unfortunately, it's not, and I just want to make you aware of what has transpired. And hopefully in the future, there's something will be done, or they'll correct, or they'll double check whatever they have to do. And it'll avoid some kind of inconvenience, especially to the children, because they look so much forward to this. And he was really devastated. I mean, he's still in shock, but he's going through it. He knows he has to do what he has to do, and he's going to go through it. So, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me.
And I would also like to add that I'm sure that Tony will speak to him and to you later on, a few days down the line to let you know exactly what transpired and how sorry we are.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, as we get ready to move on to the first action reports, I'm going to just do a quick introduction to Sky Ainsworth. I saw him last night in Plexico, I believe, and he's here doing his YouTube thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. His YouTube thing.
It's kind of like I'm doing research about the Imperial Valley. I'm just trying to learn and identify where the problems are and try to help anybody I can.
Thank you. Okay, policies. First item is a motion to approve the 0809 discipline policy. This is including the changes regarding drugs and alcohol. This is a final reading.
Last month we had discussed, we had basically 45 days non-participation and so it's just the second reading. The final to the second final.
Either one.
Yeah.
Finally comes better.
Any question or comment on that?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the 0809 discipline policy.
For a second.
Second.
Okay, Ceci seconds. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay, next we have a motion to approve revised policy 5127 for valedictorian and salutatorian requirements. This is a first reading. Do we have people interested in commenting about that? Tony, you want to do a quick presentation?
Yeah, let me do a quick
Okay.
in your policy section, you have the current policy and you have the proposed policy. Basically, the proposed policy says that for valedictorian, salutatorian, and top 20, that we only include courses that are taken at Brawley Union High School or to an online program that's done through Brawley Union High School. So what we're saying is we should, for valedictorian, salutatorian, and top 20 purposes, eliminate college courses that are taken at IDC or wherever, college level courses. The rest of it is actually basically the same. It says that right behind you? No? Right behind the discipline policy? The rest of it is pretty much
That's
the
the one I
same.
sent you guys, that's the one we sent out the next day. Remember? We delivered it?
Yeah, we delivered it on Saturday.
In a blue envelope?
This covers it.
No, I
Okay, so the rest of it is pretty much the same. You have to be here your junior and senior year to be valedictorian. And if you come in during your junior or senior year and your GPA is high enough to be in the top 20, we'll recognize you to be in the top 20, but we won't bump one of our students and put them in the top 20 if somebody comes in during your junior and senior to Brawley High School. Okay, but the main part of this is that we no longer count college level courses towards valedictorian, salutatorian, and top 20. Only high school courses. And we are recommending, I've spoken to the administration, we've thought about this long and hard, we're recommending that we start this next year. And there's two views to that, but let's see what you guys think about the courses, the college courses first.
Okay.
That we shouldn't include college courses in the GPA.
Okay.
I have to use the as stated, and I do recommend the same thing, really, because we're not students of Imperial College, we're not students of any other college course. I think it's a great idea that students are allowed to take courses at IDC or any other institution. It prepares them, it gives them a great college resume, but we're missing the essential point of it is that we are students of Brawley Union High School. And these students already have great classes such as AP History. I'm telling you, my son also had Mr. Martinez, and it was the best year ever in history for my son since Mr. Walker. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you. So we have great classes here that challenge our students. I just think that we have now, I understand that when the policy was brought up a few years ago, it was a great intention, but it became a nightmare. We're having students right now, coming from 8th grade into high school, requesting to go to IDC. So it's been cut at the throat, as Betty Trim said last time, and I just want to know that I am a parent of a student who is possibly being acknowledged to be in those two positions, valedictorian and salutatorian, who also has college credits behind him, who I've also talked about, and he also agreed, because not all students are privileged enough to go to IDC and take additional classes. It's expensive. There's no transportation that's relatively available. Classes start at 7, classes end at 10. It's very hard for these students to do that. So I have so much more to say, but if this is going to change for this year, I would be very much appreciative, because I think that my son's integrity relies on that. I think he should be, and along with all the students that weren't able to do it. And I would be honest with you, I didn't know this policy until I was not officially told. I knew about it October of this school year. I knew about it, but officially did not know of the policy until May 28th of 2008.